Good morning. We're up and out. So remember yesterday when I said I would be totally surprised if anybody else joined? Yeah, there was a whole bunch of people there. Yeah, one trickled in shortly after when I was doing dinner, and then another guy I haven't seen in like a month. And then two more people showed up like, it was kind of late. It was like 9 o'clock. It was like an hour after sunset. Two more showed up. So we had a full house. But that's cool, that's fine. So again, I just kind of woke up when I was ready and snuck on out of there. So now we got a 20-mile day. We're getting into town, getting into Killington, and we'll be able to do a resupply, and we got reservations there at the Killington Motel. So that's all coming up today. We got a couple of cool mile markers coming up today. We're gonna hit those. And yeah, I think the first shelter we'll take a break at's like 5.8 miles from here or something like that. So let's get to this beautiful morning. I just crested over a little rise and got some cell service for a second, so I was checking the weather. As far as last night, it rained pretty much all night, just light and drizzling. And it just now is kind of let up just as I was heading out. But the weather forecast right now shows kind of the same, just light drizzle through till 8 o'clock or so, so the next hour or more. And then the rest of the day kind of shows just cloudy, so hopefully once it's done this morning, that'll be it. And here we have our morning cow, just randomly next to a cow pasture. It's kind of weird how even the terrain of every individual day is different. Like yesterday, I couldn't film much anyway because it was pouring rain all morning, but it was extremely technical and rocky all day. It was just like rock hopping and boulder stuff. It's just one step below boulder hopping, I'd say. It was just a rock field for miles. And then today it's like, this is way easier to cruise through. The ground's nice and soft, the roots aren't too bad. Well, this might be doable, or this might be the first. I gotta get my feet wet river crossing. Let's see. Where do I need to get to? I need to get to over there. First half is easy. Probably need to put the camera up for the second half. I think I can do this though. Made it across. Feet are still dry. Only 500 miles left. This one's the Governor Clement shelter. Nice. Stone construction. Fireplace. Big fireplace. It's like something from the Smokies. This one's really nice. Alright, we'll keep on going. And we're done with our break at the Governor Clement shelter. Now we got a big 4.5 mile uphill up to the top of Killington Peak. And up on top of there's a big ski lodge. I think it's got like a restaurant and a snack bar. Probably extremely expensive. And the information I've gathered from the guidebooks say that it just might be open today, and I might get there during normal business hours. And I'm contemplating stopping in there for lunch, because that'll be about lunchtime by the time I get there. So I may do it, spend like 20 bucks on a hamburger or something, some nonsense. We'll see what it looks like. We'll check it out at least, I think. Long, steady uphill. Yeah, this climb's wearing me out. I think I'm only halfway up. It's just long and slow. Man, this trail is just rough all of a sudden. It's turned into a mess of broken rocks and broken trees. I've slowed way down. But it is, that is straight down. That's like a 90-degree angle down. And 90 degrees up. Somebody thought this was a good idea. It's kind of fun, but it's just taking forever. Oh. I think I'm definitely going to pay for a $40 hamburger at this point. I just took my hat off, and this guy's trying to build a web across the back of my neck, and now he's just crawling all over my hat. That was fun. I don't mind spiders. He looks like a non-poisonous one, but as a big boy, I'll have to dump him off somewhere. Oh, we're past the peak of Little Killington, so now we're moving over to Killington Peak itself. And the gradient is a lot milder now. But we still have about a mile to go. Up on the top of Killington, here's the lodge. It's with a local. We didn't take the normal Blue Blaze up, which is extremely rough. We took the secret way up. But there's indications that they're closed. I don't know if we can get any type of snacks or something up here, but there's an awesome view. So apparently there's a snack bar up here by the gondola. I think this is the only way to get food. I'm gonna get something. Alright, so the main lodge is closed because of a wedding, but the snack shop was open, so I was able to get a wrap. This is just smoked turkey and a soda. I think it was like 14 bucks total. Not too bad, I guess, for resort prices. Alright, we're done with our snack break. We're gonna make our way back down, just getting some final shots. You could take the gondola up and down and stuff. And there's the main ski resort down at the bottom there. And the White Mountains are just out of view. They're just over that way somewhere. But we'll hit them soon enough. The weather's clearing up beautifully, so we'll make our way back down. Okay, we're back from the lodge was up there. So this is the secret side trail. Because in Gut Hooks, you take a Blue Blaze, which goes like straight up towards the peak, which is like hellacious. But if you take this side trail that goes back towards the Privy from Cooper Lodge, then you just cut straight over. So that's the easy way if you want to get up to the lodge. Let's see, so we're back to Cooper Lodge. Let's see if nobody's in there. This place is kind of cool looking. Got the old stone, couple of bunks. and we'll start making our way down. I definitely got sucked in at the lodge for a little bit. People were up there just enjoying the day, wanted to chat with through hikers and stuff, and you know, everybody thinks it's really cool what we're doing, which is awesome, so I didn't mind that. But now I feel like it's getting later in the day, and I got 10 miles to do or so still, so we gotta get moving. Well, this side of the mountain is much easier going down, cruising at a decent pace so far. I think there's another shelter in, like, I don't know how many miles. We'll stop there maybe. And then it's nice that the weather is definitely cleared up. It's supposed to be like totally overcast all day, but it's cleared up very nicely since we were at the top of the mountain. Got the sun coming out for the last hour or so. There we go. 1,700 AT miles. That's awesome. That looks really cool. Trail Junction. I'm gonna go to Churchill Scott Shelters, the next one, I think. 2 miles. That's where we're taking a break. Alright. The trail's been pretty nice. It's not going downhill really. It's just kind of going across the peak. And so the terrain's been kind of relatively flat. It's just like muddy in spots, so I'm trying to like this, trying to like rock hop it and skip across it as much as I can, but whatever, shoes are already kind of muddy and wet. Okay, I think this is our shelter turnoff. Yeah. Okay, we'll take a break here for a minute. And this is the Churchill Scott Shelter. I like it. It's nice and big on the inside. Could fit, I don't know, 6 in here easily. Alright. Alright, we're back on trail, done with the break. Just filled up on water real quick. Still feel like I'm racing. Just to get to the motel and stuff on a decent time. I still have to do a full resupply when we get there. But, let's see, we got this big downhill. We'll get to a road crossing, then we gotta go uphill, over a hill, back down a hill. Then we'll be at the road where we get off. And then we still gotta do more than a half-mile road walk. I think all that together is gonna be about 6 miles or so from here. And it's already like 3:30, so I'm just gonna keep moving as quickly and safely across all of that as I can. There's the road crossing at US Route 4. I think I'm just going straight across here. Right over there. Or over there. Yeah, I'm going that way. Oh, we made it to Main Junction at Willard Gap. This is where the long trail and the AT split apart forever. It's funny that right here it actually doesn't tell you which way to go. You have to like zoom in. I think this is the long trail, is the left branch. Yeah. So the long trail goes this way. Don't be confused because they still use white blazes. But the long trail was here first, so they can do what they want. So we're not going that way. We want the split to the right. Should be this way. And this should be continuing on the AT. Vermont Route 100. That's where we're getting off at. 2 1/4. Oh man. And then we got like half-mile or more road walk to get down to the Killington Motel area. So I was thinking about the terrain, man. I've been cruising. The terrain is really nice. So going up to Mount Killington was rough. Very slow going, very just rough. And then coming down, like you could just cruise it. It was muddy and stuff for the first couple of miles, but that kind of goes away a little bit, and there's no mud right here. And the terrain's pretty good. So we're I'm gonna kick it back into high gear and try to finish up these last few miles as quick as I can. I think I'm going to stop into the little deli supermarket thing right next to the motel first. That's going to be the resupply stop and food and stuff. I think it's the only food around there, but I'm just going to jump in there real quick. I don't think I'm going to do my resupply tonight. I know what I need. I'm just not going to worry about it yet. I'm just going to grab some items for dinner, some sodas, some sandwiches, whatever, and then check into the motel, and then just pig out, go to bed, sleep in. It looked like the deli supermarket place opens at like 7 in the morning, so I can sleep in till then. And then I'll get breakfast and resupply items at that point. And then bam, back on trail tomorrow. So let's kick it into high gear and finish this up. We made it to Route 100. Now for the road walk into town. Let's see if we can get some food. Alright, here's where we're getting dinner. Alright, we got our food. Killington Motel. We'll go check in. Alright, success. I'm checked in at the Killington Motel. I'll show you all my foodstuffs later. I'm gonna jump in the shower real quick and we'll get cleaned up. It's been a long day. It's been a long couple of days, back-to-back 20s and everything, so now it's time to slow down. I'll go over the next stretch that I got planned and all that, and then we'll get resupply in the morning. I can afford to slow roll it out of here a little bit. I think we're only doing like 14-mile days for the next 3 days till we get to Hanover, New Hampshire, or something like that, and then I'm taking a 0, so it's getting slowed down, which is what I want. I'm safely making it before it starts snowing in Maine, most likely, so just get that feeling that, you know, we can start slowing down and enjoy the remaining time that we got, less than 500 miles. So I'm going to jump in the shower real quick. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I'm a little better cleaned up now. Here's what my dinner's going to look like. I got some potato chips. I got a little fresh deli-made sandwich thing. I think that's a turkey sandwich, something. Soda, a little fruit smoothie, and then for dessert, some ice cream. Alright, I'm pretty much done for the night. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. And there's some interesting developments in the weather, which I'll talk about tomorrow. Yeah, and go over that in some detail. That may change some things, but we'll figure that out as we go. Anyway, I'm going to try to get a nice night rest, and then it'll be a 3-day stretch to Hanover, where I've got reservations. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good morning. In just a little bit here, the motel owner is going to open up and serve some breakfast items, I think, and some coffee. I think that what's interesting about this place is the guy's really into coffee, so you can buy a lot of different brands and stuff and own special recipes and stuff here. So whatever he's going to brew up is going to be something pretty special, pretty nice. And then, so I'm going to enjoy some breakfast and some coffee, and then I'm going to walk back down the street, it's like 0.2 away, back to the little deli convenience store thing. They got all that kind of stuff, just like a normal good-sized gas station. I'm probably, for my resupply, going to get as many, like, probably muffins and stuff for breakfast, stuff to pack out, and then probably some of those pre-made deli sandwich things for dinners. I just need 2 breakfasts, 2 dinners, and then 3 days worth of granola bars and candy bars and stuff. So I'll just buy some bars for snacking throughout the day. And then I'll come back and show you what I bought, and then what the next 3 days looks like. They're going to be shorter. I was looking ahead at the weather, and today is expecting rain, but later in the afternoon, starting at like 2 or 3 o'clock. So there's a chance I could get into a shelter and be done for the day by the time the rain even starts. So I might not even be rained on today. Tomorrow is supposed to be the really bad day. So there's like a tropical storm / hurricane coming up the East Coast right now, and it's aiming straight for Connecticut. So Connecticut is supposed to get a whole crap load of rain, and everybody on the coast and stuff is already preparing for it. So it's going to be really bad in that area. And then as it swings up and through, it's supposed to go right through the state, and then Connecticut's going to get a lot of rain. Massachusetts is going to get a lot of rain. And then where I'm at is also going to get some effects, which is probably what's going to start later this afternoon. But Sunday, let's see. No, I think it's going to be the day I actually come into... yeah, today's going to be just the afternoon. Tomorrow's going to be rain. But the worst day is actually going to be day 3 out of here. The day I arrive into Hanover is actually going to be the worst day, I think. Something like that. But we'll see what it looks like. Again, I'm going to play it safe to where it looks like if it's more than just a lot of rain I can just walk through. But if it's actual thunderstorms and stuff, I'll stop and hunker down. I think the worst case scenario I have to be careful of, because there's less bridges and stuff for the stream crossings. So if we get a whole crap load of rain, stream crossings could be flooded out to where it's like knee deep, waist deep, that kind of thing. That'd be really fun and challenging to get through. But again, I'll have to play it as safe as possible. So that's what we're looking up, coming up in the next couple of days. So again, in a few minutes here, I'm going to get breakfast and then do the resupply run. So we'll see you after that. Here's what breakfast's going to be. It's like some kind of raisin nut bread stuff. And then I grabbed a little fruit pie thing, and we got our coffee. I'm back from resupply shopping. This is what I got so far. 2 muffins for breakfasts that I need. These are all the bars I'll be doing over the next 3 days. And then I got 2 deli sandwiches for dinners. This first one here is the same as what I got last night, called the Gobbler. And it was actually like a Thanksgiving dinner leftovers thing. It had like turkey and stuffing and like cranberry sauce and stuff in it. It was amazing. So I got another one of those. Alright, we'll pack everything up and we'll be checking out and starting the walk back to the trail here shortly. Alright, we're done with our road walk. We're back at the trailhead, about to disappear back into the woods. Let's go over what this next little stretch looks like. So here's where we're getting back on the Vermont Route 100, Killington. We stayed at the motel last night. The place was alright. The coffee was definitely excellent. So we're only doing like a 16.5 mile days to a shelter, and then a 12-mile day to another shelter. We'll cross the border into New Hampshire, and then we'll finish up with a 14.7 into Hanover. We're staying at the Hanover Inn in Dartmouth. I don't recommend staying there just because it's super expensive, but it was kind of the only hotel in town, and I'm going to take a 0 there. So 3-day stretch. We'll be cognizant of the weather, being short days and stuff. We'll have the affordability to go slow and easy and careful and take our time and that kind of thing. Lots of mosquitoes out in this area this morning. I'd kind of gotten away from the mosquitoes for a little bit, but they're back. Down that way is Kent Pond. It's just right around the corner. I don't know if we can see much though. Here's Kent Pond. Take a little detour for a second and go take a look. Nice still calm waters this morning. This is Thundering Falls. And we got this nice boardwalk now. And very soon here, we'll be going up that hill. Alright, we got Stony Brook shelter, 4 miles. We'll stop there. That's the first shelter. And then Winturi shelter is the one we're going to stay at for tonight. Only 14 miles left. It's starting a big uphill. Oh, chipmunk. Those guys are quick. Something I forgot to mention, but I just remembered, is that my my really thin sleeping liner bag thing is it's basically getting shredded, and I need to get a new one. It still works mostly, but like 3 days ago it had a small hole in it, kind of in the middle on one side, and then I guess because I toss and turn so much at night, and the just that thin cotton material, whatever it's made of, is not like rip proof, so a small hole turned into a big hole, turned into a massive rip, and now it's got like, it's just shredded on one side. So I mean, it still works mostly, but yeah, I'm definitely on the lookout for a new liner bag next time I get to an outfitter somewhere. Hopefully in Hanover. I don't know what they got as far as supplies and stuff, but there's that. So as I'm trudging up this steep hill and sweating like crazy, I was just thinking about temperatures. It's still really hot out here. It's been hot overnight. I'm getting my cold weather gear in like 3 days when we get to New Hampshire, which I think is smart, and everyone keeps saying how cold the whites and stuff are. I talked to a guy, it was just yesterday I think, who was talking about that area, and he's like, oh yeah, this time of year it can be in the 20s up on the mountain. And sure, I guess, but not here, not right now. It is hot. We are still in the middle of the summer. That is all. I'm starting to get pain on my, between two of my toes on my right foot. Something's rubbing raw and it hurts. I gotta take a look at that as soon as we get to the shelter. I got like some band-aids and Leuko tape and stuff to see what I can do with it, but hiking in wet shoes and socks for the last 3 days is never a good thing. Okay, side trail for Stony Brook shelter. Gotta take a look at my toes, see what they need. I think it's just a close. Yeah, I can see it from here. That's not far off trail. Okay, here's the shelter. Looks like there were some people tented out back. They're just packing up. A couple of resident chipmunks. There's definitely more of a chipmunk infestation versus a mice infestation up here. But let's take a look at the feet. Alright, here's what my toes look like, and I think I found the sore spot that was getting rubbed weird. Right there. It doesn't look too bad right now, but you can tell there's something going on. So I've got some band-aids and some Leuko tape, so I'll try to figure out how to put something on it at least. I definitely don't want it getting any worse. Well, here's what it looks like with some Leuko tape on it. I think that's about as good as a job as I can get. Hopefully it doesn't make it worse. It's such a weird spot, just being right in the crease of the foot. It's a very sensitive spot too, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it, and if it starts hurting worse, I'm going to have to stop and change it or something. But there we go. Well, it took like 1,700 miles, but this is like the first repair job I've had to do on any part of my body. I've had some blisters and stuff that have started forming but never actually formed into a blister, so this is just the first injury, I guess you could say, of anything I've had to take care of. It's not bad so far. Okay, we're back on trail after a nice little break. So far, just in the first couple 100 feet that I've walked, I think I got the tape in a good spot. It's not rubbing extra weird or anything, it just feels perfect. So far so good. But, let's see, we got 10 miles to the Winturi shelter, and I hate always kind of being in a rush, but I think well, the rain chance is like 40%. That starts in a few hours, so again, if we're going to get rained on, it'll be before we get to the shelter. So we may be dry, we may be wet. But what was interesting is, as I was getting packed up and kind of ready to back on the trail, another guy rolled in, and he sits down, and we had a really interesting conversation about something he saw last night. I'm very open-minded to all things weird and paranormal, we shall say. But he was camped last night right on the shores of Kent Pond, which we passed this morning. And I was at the Killington Motel just a mile up from there, so I was close by as well. I didn't have anything weird happen while I was sleeping last night, but he was describing what he saw before he went to bed. Something he saw over the lake. Weird lights in the skies, and it had detail and stuff to it and the whole 9 yards, so I don't know. He saw what he saw. I'm not going to dismiss it or anything. I'm very open-minded to all that kind of stuff, but it was just really cool that, you know, he shared his experience with me, and I just wish I could have been there with him to see it too. Because I'm definitely the kind of guy who, if I saw something weird, man, I'd be going towards it. Try to take pictures, try to investigate, see what the heck I'm looking at, and that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I'll keep my eyes open. Anyway. We're back on trail. I think it's, so far the terrain has been like, just kind of pops up, pops down, little bits of steep ups, steep downs, not much flat terrain, but I think I can still make pretty good pacing. We'll see. No flat terrain today. It's just constant ups and downs. There's small ups, small downs, and they're just steep enough to slow you down. It's kind of a tiring day. Alright, so I'm chilling at a stream crossing, just getting some water. I'm around some other hikers and we were just chit-chatting and stuff. And there's an opportunity coming up, which would be tomorrow morning. There is like a farm fresh farm stand place or something at a road crossing. So I'm all about this. So I'm going to change my plans up a little bit and stop one shelter early from the one I was going to stay at, which is only like 2 miles earlier or something anyway. And the place is called The Lookout. And it's one of those not official AT shelters. It's a privately owned thing on private land, so we'll go check that out. I was gonna kind of see it anyway because it sounded cool, but I think I'm gonna stay there, and that'll position us nicely so that tomorrow morning we'll hike to where this road crossing is. We'll get to the farm stand as soon as they open in the morning, and then overall distance-wise, because these last couple days is kind of low mileage anyway, we'll still be fine to get eventually where we need to get. If that all makes sense. So, slight change of plan. I think this will work out for the better, and we can get a cool breakfast tomorrow. Alright, that's all it. We'll check back when we get to the Lookout, which is only like another 2.5 miles from here or something like that. So, we'll see that shortly. Okay, here's our exit. Made it to the Lookout, point 1. Again, this is not an official shelter. This is on private property, private residence. So, if you stay here, be respectful and all that good stuff. So let's check this place out. This looks super awesome. That's why it's called The Lookout, with a tower up there. Definitely go up there and see what we can see. This is very nice. We're here kind of early still. I think it's maybe just about 3 o'clock. Private property. Do so at your own risk. Yep. This is awesome. Oh, it's huge on the inside. You can put 20 people in here, easy. Oh, fireplace. Dude, this is luxury. This is super cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna stay here tonight. You got the upper loft. Very nice. Yeah, here's from the top of the crow's nest on top of the Lookout. This is awesome. Even if you're just stopping for a look. Beautiful day. The weather's held off. The chance of rain is right about nowish. God, I love the north up here. These rolling hills and mountains, as you can see. It's just a little tree obscured going this way. But we can see enough. Okay, I'm slowly starting to unpack stuff. I'm gonna take over a corner here. Right now it's just me and one other guy, and 2 others we met were planning on staying here, so they should be showing up here shortly. And then otherwise, I don't know who else might be drifting in later, but whoever comes in, they can fit. Right now, yeah, I'm just gonna relax, just eat food and edit videos and just chill. Got here nice and early. This coming here and stopping early actually helps out the overall distances for this next stretch, because it was going to be like a 16 mile and a 12 mile or something like that. And this evens it more out to like 14-mile days throughout, so this works out just fine. I plan on getting the cool farm fresh breakfast, I guess, at 10, whenever that opens up. And right now I got my shoes off, and the Luco tape on my toe is doing just fine. So that was fine, hiking all that distance with just that. So no issues there. I'm gonna leave the tape on my foot because usually the Luco tape will stay adhesived, whatever that word is. It'll stay on your foot for a while. So I'm just gonna leave it for the next few days. And we got super lucky with the weather. Nothing's rolled in. It's sunny outside. Things are drying. I think this is the only lucky day we're gonna have as far as that goes. So, opportunity to dry some stuff, and then we're probably gonna get rained on over the next couple of days, especially with potential hurricane remnants and whatever's moving in. So, just gonna relax, enjoy this awesome location. All right, now that I'm a little settled in, it's a little early, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have my one of my sandwiches. This one is the leftovers Thanksgiving sandwich, where it's got the turkey and the stuffing and cranberry sauce and other stuff in it. So this is gonna be awesome. And then a couple of extra bars and stuff. So it's time to eat. These afternoon rain showers have come in. Right now it looks like me and 2 others total. Maybe 3 of us will be here tonight. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off on this clip. I got dinner and everything done. I'm all settled in. It's starting to get dark, and more people are starting to come in. Rumor has it there might be a good number of people coming in, as a lot of people are coming out of Rutland, staying from the Yellow Deli. So we'll see who joins and shows up for later. But I'll go ahead and sign off, and I don't think we're supposed to get too much weather through tonight. Maybe a little bit of rain, but we'll see. Again, I think tomorrow might be okay as far as weather, a little bit of rain, but the big stuff's gonna hit the day after, I think. So we'll see what we get. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.